What is the latest for the exemptions ending today?
Yeah, well, Roger, as you touched on, the end of an era and the beginning of new headaches for a lot of Canadian businesses. This means sending their shipments or shipping to U.S. Customers is going to cost them a lot more money, or it's going to cost the consumer more money. Some businesses are just going to decide not to ship to U.S. Consumers anymore. This was a highly utilized exemption for a lot of small businesses in Canada. Canadian Federation of Independent Business says 1 in 3 medium and small businesses in the country are impacted by this. Packages under $800 until now were duty-free. Now, businesses are going to have to pay a duty anywhere between 15 to 50%, depending on the product. For some, it means their product is going to double in price, we've heard. And so this is going to be challenging for a lot of businesses. The one option some will have moving forward is to determine whether or not their product is CUSMA compliant. It's something a lot of small businesses haven't had to worry about so far because of this exemption. Filling out the proper paperwork, doing all of the legwork to determine whether or not your product is CUSMA compliant, and then proving that it is can be quite the task to do so. So a lot of these small businesses will now start, or some have already started the process to try and determine if in fact they can be CUSMA compliant, and then they'll have to keep that up as part of their regular business, which can be a lot of work. So while some may get some reprieve at some point, getting through that process will still take months, and it means financial pressure and financial loss for all of these businesses, even if it's just in the short term, Roger.
All right, and all this comes as U.S. Customs and Border Protections are reporting a record high number of electronic border searches. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, shipping packages is going to cost more for Canadian businesses. But if you're traveling, across the border, prepare to be perhaps subject to an electronic search. What we've heard is that electronic searches are up. And up significantly. Actually, the numbers over the last quarter between April and June of this year have hit record numbers. About 15,000 searches have been conducted by Border Service agents, U.S. Border Service agents, and mostly more than 75% of those searches have been conducted on non-U.S. citizens. So just something to keep in mind for any travelers, Canadian travelers looking to travel to the U.S. Searches of electronic devices are up. Now, just to put all of this into context, in 2024, 420 million travelers crossed into the U.S. at ports of entry. Only about 47,000 of them had or were subject to electronic searches. So it's still, less than 0.01% of people that are being searched. Nonetheless, those electronic searches are up significantly to record numbers, in fact.
Okay. Jeremie, thank you for that update.
Anytime, Roger.
CTV's Jeremie Charron.